Hey guys, Tara Ryan here, and today's tip from Tara is concerning title. Let's talk about it. So, I like to think we have a theme of the month here where we seem like we have a lot of a certain thing going on, right? So, one month, I remember nobody knew what their name was. So, like all the documents had different names, they had nicknames, their social security card didn't match a driver's license. It felt like every file, I was like, okay, what's your name? Another month, it was children who's buying a home or people buying a home, but whose parents were very much involved in the transaction. I know that you've had transactions like that as well, but it seems like one month we were dealing with that quite a number of times. This month, it's title issues. So I've got one where we can't sell the property because it was an estate situation and the property was left to multiple homeowners, some of whom are minors. Okay, so we've got to go back and deal with that before that can be sold. We have another one where there's a lien and the prior closing attorney had not filed some things appropriately. So there were some old open mortgages on title. I've got two others that have title issues. So all of a sudden this is happening and it occurred to me, gosh, there's some other states that do this a better way. In California, for example, you're required to get a preliminary title report before you list your home. That's just how it's done. And ding, 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 that sure makes a lot of sense to me. Why should you list a home if you aren't sure that you've got the legal right to sell it? Right? So here in Georgia, of course, we may not find out till close to the end after the attorney gets the title search back and finishes up their research. And look, we could be 3 weeks in. You have spent all that time marketing the property, negotiating the buyer, hugely impacted. They've paid for an appraisal and a home inspection, and they may have nowhere to live if this deal doesn't close. So hugely, hugely impactful. What would I suggest? On your listings, I know it's not the norm here in Georgia to do a preliminary title search, but let's at least ask some of those key questions, right? So if you know the home has been as part of an estate, let's dig into that a little bit. I think on that one, I might do a preliminary title with your favorite attorney. That would make sense, right? I would ask, do they have owner's title insurance? If so, let's get a copy of that policy. We'd also want to find out if, hey, is there anything going on that might impact title in this property? For example, do you owe anything to the IRS? That might be a question that you could ask to try to uncover the most common causes of title issues, which are often IRS liens or a property that has been through probate or part of an estate. So things to think about on the listing side, because I don't want you to waste your time either. One of the deals that I'm thinking of, the listing agent had worked on for many months, and we got this close to closing, and now we find out we're probably 4 to 6 months from them being able to sell that home. So do your work up front with your sellers, ask the questions, see what you can uncover, and if necessary, go ahead and ask the attorney to do a title search for you. Sometimes California has some good ideas. Tara Ryan here, and as always, we are here to help.